Have y'all seen the thing where like everybody on TikTok screams new comic book day? Can someone explain to me why that is? Because I really don't understand what the point of that is for. But that was just something I wanted to ask. It's not new comic book day. I mean, technically for me it is. It is a Saturday morning though. I picked these up yesterday night, right when I got out of work, and so I want to show y'all my pickups real quick before we get into the rest of this video. Let's start off actually with one that I know nothing about. I picked up the Rob Liefeld, I hope I'm saying that right, Rob Liefeld Youngblood, issue number 1 right here. I don't understand. This is something I have to do more research on. I know it's a big deal, at least because my LCS is making it a big deal. I feel like they posted it non-stop, but I really don't. As being a new person into comic books, I don't know why this is a big deal. So I have to learn about it. I picked this one up also because I think there's a trading card in here. There was some other different covers that I really liked, but I wanted this one just to get the trading card. So let's see which one I got. I'm excited to read it because, I mean, if people are this excited about it, I'm assuming it's good. Trying to do it without fucking up the comic. Alright. I already see it falling out back here. We got Chapel. I would be excited maybe if I knew who that was. Cool to have a card though. I'll take it. I want to start, I don't know if I want to be collecting cards exactly, but I do think it's cool to just have some of them. I gotta figure out where I'm gonna actually store them at too. But yeah, this is cool. I like the design. I'm assuming I'll probably learn who this character is eventually. The artwork in here actually looks really sick, so I hope this is something I really like. I feel like if it has this much hype, I'm just gonna believe that it's good, but I will make my own opinion eventually. I am almost all caught up on all of my comic books. Like at this point, I think I only have 3 more to read, and it's just the 3 from the last video that I picked up. So for the most part, I'm actually really caught up, and I'm very happy to finally be caught up on everything that I had picked up in the past. Next up, I got Spider-Man 94. Issue 3 just came out yesterday, or not yesterday, last Wednesday, and I really liked this cover with Venom, like the action figure. I thought that looked super cool, so I went ahead and got that. I wasn't aware that issue 2 had ever come out, and so when I saw this, I immediately had to go hunting for issue 2, so picked it up right here. I really enjoyed the first issue of Spider-Man 94, so I was just shocked that I even didn't hear anything about issue 2 coming out. Or I didn't even see it before. I feel like I've been pretty consistent with new comic book days the past couple weeks, so the fact that I missed that was just amazing to me. I don't know how I did. And then we got TMNT versus Godzilla. I have been really wanting to pick something up from the Ninja Turtles. I've never really cared for the collab Godzilla thing that's been going on. Yeah, I've seen the Godzilla versus Boston. Godzilla seems to be against everybody at some point. I've never really cared for that storyline, but I figured it's issue 1. I've wanted something from the Ninja Turtles anyways. Might as well just give it a shot. The cover looked cool too, so yeah, I'm kind of just taking a shot on that one. Hopefully it's good. Then we get into what I think are the big hitters for me. Absolute Flash issue 3, the other Absolute series that I am just in love with. I love this one. I'm slowly getting to be caught up though. This is probably the one that's taking me the longest to actually continue picking up the issues, which is not anything about it. I really like it whenever I've read the first 2 issues. I don't know. All the other issues I have going on in my head, that one seems to just fall out of line. Absolute Superman, issue number 2. I just got put onto this one, and so yeah, I immediately had to go get part 2, the other Absolute series that I'm gonna be having to catch up on now. The 4 ones that I'm stuck on is Absolute Superman now, Absolute Flash, Absolute Martian Manhunter, and then Absolute Batman. Which I think, am I tripping? That's pretty much all of them besides Wonder Woman, right? I don't think I'm missing any other ones, so wow, I did not realize. Maybe I'll end up picking up Wonder Woman eventually, just because if I'm already reading the other 4, I should probably might as well give into that one as well. And then lastly, we got Static and Batman Beyond. I really liked this cover. I almost went with the cover A, but I just thought this one looked so much better. So yeah, decided to pick this one up. I like Batman Beyond. I'm gonna say something that's probably a little bit of a, I don't know, a cardinal sin to say in the comic book world, I feel like, because it seems like everybody loves him. I was not huge on Batman Beyond. I watched the whole series, the animated series. I've never checked out a comic book before, so maybe I'm missing something. But for the animated series, I kind of like, I didn't finish it yet, but I am in like the middle of season 2, and it just like, I don't know, I find myself so bored with it sometimes. It doesn't really hit the same for me. I'm sorry if you're watching this and you're like a huge fan of it. I do think he looks really cool. I love the suit. I think the story is cool, but it just like kind of lost me after a while. So I didn't really have the same like excitement for it that other people seem to have. And then I know people like this guy, so I'm excited to learn about Static. I don't really remember him in anything, so he's another character now that I have to learn about. Oh, and that wasn't the last one because I have Batman the Court of Owls Saga in the compact comic version. Really excited about this. I picked it up because I'm going to Texas in about 2 weeks, and so I wanted something to have for when I'm in the airport, or just whenever I'm home in general. If I just kind of have some downtime, I would like to have something to read, so I'm going to be taking this with me. Not something I'm going to read anytime before that, but I hope to finish it while I'm in Texas. I've heard nonstop things about the Court of Owls. I've seen that there's like a page, I've gotten those TikToks where it's like there's some part you're reading and you're supposed to be flipping it all over the place. I'm excited about it. I know this is supposed to be like an iconic, just peak story, so really excited to learn this one. And I feel like this haul in general was a really good one this week. It's a lot of learning for me as far as the different stories goes. I feel like, yeah, because I got to learn about Static. I got to learn about Youngblood. I'm getting my first Godzilla story. And then I'm still, in a way, learning about Absolute Batman, or Absolute Superman, because, like I said, I ignored him until this point. So, yeah, really good haul for me this week, I feel like. And then I wanted to go over some of the comics that I just read, because, like I said, I'm fully caught up now, so I had a full week of reading. I just want to go over the top ones that I read, though. I'm not going to go through all of them, because if I went through all of them, it would be too huge of a pile. So just a little quick review on some of the ones I read recently. 30 Days of Night, Falling Sun. I did not realize that this was a movie. My wife had to tell me that this was a movie. Cool, but just not really my style. You know, I do think it's cool. I do kind of feel like, and this is probably another like hot take to say in the comic book world, but I do feel like if there's a movie, I kind of would rather just watch the movie about this. It wouldn't be like that for every story, but for this specific one, I'm just like, if I really cared for it, I would watch the movie. Something is Killing the Children, 10 out of 10. This is going on the wall. This was amazing. I love this, and I'm so excited to go get issue 2 and 3, and I don't know what issue they're on, but I want it. I want to learn about this. This was an amazing story to me. I thought that was dope. I think the art in it is really cool too. Bring on the Bad Guys, Green Goblin, issue 1. And so I feel like I was correct. I left this one open just so I could show y'all. There is a bunch of issue 1s on this Bring on the Bad Guys series. I don't really know if I care for the other ones. I really just want to see, like, is there a Green Goblin issue 2 somewhere for this? Because it feels like there should be with the way it ended. Really dark. And I feel like I find myself at times not really caring for Marvel a lot because I don't know how else to say that they, like, I know that they're owned by Disney, but like, there's times where I'm reading their comic and it feels like it's for a child. The verbiage that they use, and the dialogue, it's just like, I don't know, there's times where I'm like, I don't really see myself ever caring for a lot of the Marvel stuff going on in the comic book world, at least currently. But this one was so dark. There's this, I'm gonna probably put a timestamp here so you can skip it if you don't want this spoiler. And so please skip it right now if you don't want to see this. There's this like part in here in the story where he is creeping through this guy's house. He has to go kill a stranger, or at least the devil is pretty much telling him he has to go kill a stranger in order to like keep his promise for selling his soul and like being successful and everything. You know, he's pretty much trying to sell his soul, and the devil had like a little bit more that he had to give him. So it was his firstborn son, but it was also killing a stranger. He does not choose to kill a stranger. He goes and kills this coworker that he had, or like this employee that he has that's under him, and he's creeping through his house. You can see him like seeing the kids and stuff, getting ready to go kill him, dressed in the Green Goblin suit. It is super creepy. And then he ends up chasing the guy outside of his house, dragging him onto, where is it at? Ties him up and drags him onto his little fucking flying thing that the Green Goblin uses. Ties him all the way up in the air just to cut the rope and drop him down, to paralyze him pretty much. And then he goes down there and kills him. Like, he finishes the job. He goes down there and stabs him to death. And it is just like the darkest Marvel story I've read so far from my like early journey in this world. And so I loved it though. I feel like, I don't know what that says about me, but I love when these villains can get really dark like that. It just, to me, it almost makes more sense to me. Like, I hate whenever there's just like always gonna be a happy ending. And so to me, the fact that this was like, that was the ending of it, is he just brutally murders this guy for no real reason, and he's happy about it afterwards. Like, yes, it was because he made the deal with the devil, but he also, like, the devil even comments at one point saying, "You seem really excited to do this." Like, it was like he wanted to do it anyways. So, I don't know. I thought this story was crazy, and this one definitely sold me. I'm going to figure out if there's an issue 2, specifically just for Green Goblin, because I don't know if I really care for any of the other characters that have their own issues in this. Radioactive Spider-Man. When I bought this comic, the guy in the comic book store told me that this was like a tearjerker. Said it really made him cry, and I can see why. It was a pretty intense and emotional story. This is probably the only one from the Age of Revelation series that I've liked so far. Other stories that I've read in this series, it just hasn't really, like, I haven't cared that much for it. But this one, I would be interested to see what happens next. It is, like I said, very emotional, sad. I was locked into it, but it wasn't something I was extremely crazy about, but definitely the most interest I've had in one of these Age of Revelation stories so far. Fantastic Four and the Gargoyles. Like I said earlier, Marvel to me just at times is making comics for kids, which feels weird to say that that's like a bad thing, because I feel like a lot of people would probably assume kids are more into comics, which I feel like is really false at this point. Like, anytime I go to the comic book store, it's a lot of middle-aged guys in there. Yeah, this is just a very, like, cool story, but to me just kind of childish. Didn't care for it that much. One World Under Doom issue 3, I finally finished this. Great. I'm still loving this one. This is the other Marvel story that kind of has me right now, the main one that I'm looking forward to all the time. I have been kind of slowly catching back up. I'm not going through it as fast as I would like to, but like I said, now that I'm fully caught up on everything, I should be able to stay pretty consistent getting all the issues that I really want to get. And lastly, the one I slept on for a while. I bought this one such a long time ago, the Invisible Man issue 1. I did not realize how cool this one was. It has more of like a serial killer vibe to it, which is not at all. I mean, I just hit the mic. I hope that was okay. Did not realize that there was like a serial killer like vibe to this whole thing. That's not at all what I thought the Invisible Man was. So that's my fault for sleeping on it, but I am definitely going to pick up issue 2 of this now too, because I thought this was a really good book, and I am so curious to see what happens after everything that happened in issue 1. It was like a great build-up in my opinion. Yeah, that was my main like ones that I finished this week. So again, just happy to say that I am basically fully caught up at this point. Some really good ones in here, some that are like I said, just some throwaways, but overall, a good week of stories. All right, now we're gonna head to Target because I want to get some things for this room. If y'all saw one of my, maybe like 2 videos ago, I did my comic book wall. I want to get more of the clips so I can actually finish that last row. I want to put up my poster. This room in general, I'm trying to turn into like a big comic book room, or just like, would it be comic book room or like hero room or nerd cave, I don't know, whatever you want to call it. I'm trying to turn it into something that fits the vibe of all my videos, because this is where I do most of my videos anyways. And so we're gonna go pick up some stuff for that, and yeah, hopefully I don't get distracted and make any impulse purchases, because that is something I tend to do. Let's go.
Is it really enough? Giving my heart and my soul, but still don't feel like enough. Feeling inadequate, still getting after it. Trust me, the feeling is tough. Feeling is rough. Hold on a second, I'm thinking too much. Really wanna flow like water, but I don't drink it enough. Spending more time with my daughter, really enjoying the innocence. Teaching her mind, I'm never tense. All of the things I never been taught, stuck in my mind. All of these thoughts throwing me off. But hold that thought just for a second. I got 2 incoming calls.
Tell me that I am enough. Tell me that I am enough. Tell me that I'm not too much. Tell me that I'm more than friends.
Frames being expensive makes absolutely no sense. I just spent $50 on a frame. And to be fair, it's a good frame, but like $50 for a frame is just insane. I paid $10 for the poster that I'm putting it inside of. So like, it just turned a $10 poster into a $60 poster pretty much. I know that there's cheaper options, but I don't really want one that's just gonna break on me immediately, so I'm trying to justify it, but I'm also a little annoyed that I did that. I'm gonna show the rest of the pickups I got in there though. So I ended up getting some more clips for my comic book wall so I can actually finish it. A blanket for my wife because it was on sale. $10 super soft blanket, can't go wrong. And then we're gonna open this right now. I showed y'all little Marvel blind bag. I am honestly gonna be happy as long as I don't get Mole Man. Here's all the options. Hopefully it shows. Yeah, all the options right there. I really would just prefer to get Galactus, Doctor Doom, or Silver Surfer. Mole Man, the only reason I really don't want him is because I don't know him. So I mean, I guess it would give me a reason to learn him, but I really would prefer not to get him. So yeah, those are one of the things, or the Thing. I would like to have the Thing as well. So let's see what it is. I like getting these just because I think they're fun for the video. And also I just like having them. All right, I'm gonna let y'all see first. Y'all get to see if I'm disappointed before I do. Is it good? I got Invisible Woman. I forgot her actual name. I'm not gonna lie, I'm not even that big of a Fantastic Four fan. But they didn't have any of the other like hero ones in there. Am I disappointed still? A little bit. But it could be worse. And I will find somewhere to throw her in the room or something. I low-key would probably try this again just because I really want Galactus or Doctor Doom. Yeah, alright. I'm gonna go get some coffee first and then we're gonna get home and put this poster up. We need to take a second to appreciate Duncan's insanely oversized, like this is a large for them. And I mean, it is large, but it's like, this is a crazy coffee. I rarely ever get larges from them, but I had a bunch of points to use, and so I figured why not get a bigger size this time. And I did not realize, or I completely forgot, because I think this happened to me once before, that this is just like caffeinated for the day. Well, probably not for me because I'm a little bit of an addict, but for like a normal person, it would be. Oh, that is so good though. Yeah. All right. So I did not show. I ended up running back into Hobby Lobby because it was right next to Target, and I found a cheaper frame. And this is not for the big one, so I'm still stuck with that $50 one. But I was able to get this nice frame for only $7 from Hobby Lobby. So shout out Hobby Lobby for always having great prices. They did not have a cheaper one for the big frame back here. Let me show y'all real quick. This pickup, this is the frame that I have been complaining about, but it is a nice frame, so at the same time, I am just, you know how I feel about it already. And so we will be putting those things up in a second. I did also want to show, I ended up buying this bin after all, and look at the way it's storing. I'll probably have to get another shot of it. The way it's storing my comic books right now, it has 2 rows, so it worked out, oh shit. It's working out really perfectly. I'm gonna have to actually like fill it up for them to be able to stay. I kind of like this though. I really don't like the idea of the cardboard boxes that everybody seems to use to store their comics in. I wanted something with a little bit of a nicer or just, I don't know, different look. So I went for this. It's storing them perfectly fine. It's just having to figure out where exactly I'm gonna put it in the room. So we will do that in a bit as well. And then lastly, I wanted to show, while I was in Hobby Lobby, I picked up another one. And this is the Spider-Man one. So this one cannot fail me, I feel like. All great options. I don't think there's anybody here I would be mad about getting. And I do already have one of these. I'm somewhat addicted to this. I got the exclusive B, so you can see the B there is with a little question mark on it. It was Carnage, and I have him right here on my keychain. So I'm excited to get another one. Hopefully my good luck continues. If there was one that I really would want out of this, it would be Green Goblin. Or Vulture, just because I think Vulture looks really sick right there. All right, let's go. Round 2, we got this. Am I disappointed? What are we feeling? Okay, Miles Morales, great pick. I mean, like, I'm not mad at this one at all. It's definitely redemption for her, because the more I'm thinking about it, the more I'm like, damn, I really don't, like, I'm gonna find somewhere to put her in the room. Ooh, low-key, I'm gonna record this off of my phone. For now, at least, I could throw her right there. And that works out kind of perfectly. For Miles here, not exactly sure where I'm gonna put him at yet either, but I'll find a place here in the room. I think it's gonna be cool to have a bunch of these like little guys just hanging around everywhere. I think it's a good, like a really cool idea for this room. I'm getting too much trash in my area and it is really bothering me. So I'm gonna clean this up a bit and then we're gonna start working on putting those frames up. Guys, I have never put up a poster like this before. This is gonna possibly should go well. I'm starting with a small one here because it just seems a little easier in my head. And I just got a fantasy basketball notification. But yeah, so this is it right here. This one is kind of like not sized perfectly because I could not find any 12 by 16. God damn. I could not find any 12 by 16, so I got this one's 12 by 18. Just a little bit bigger, but I still think it looks good. I like it. I feel like it's just, you know, outline black on both sides. I should maybe move it up a little bit to center it a little bit more, but I don't know. I think it looks fine like this. I don't like to overthink things too much or else it'll stress me out. So yeah, let's try to put this one up. I feel like my neighbors are gonna hate me right now. Okay, I'm not gonna lie, this is stressing me out more than I'm allowed, or more than I am proud to say. I'm starting to think that the house, or the walls in this house are like slanted a little bit because I rearranged the nails so many times. And this is as straight as I could get it. I think it looks good. My wife thinks it looks good, so I'm gonna take it for what it is. To me, this is good. But I'm not gonna lie, it frustrated the hell out of me. At one point I was like, wow, I paid $50 for this frame just to be stressed out. Now that that is done, if it looks crooked to you, shut up, alright? Because I'm tired of it. I tried. We are gonna work on, or I think I'm gonna put this bin, like I said, this is it just to give y'all a better angle. I'm going to put it right here for now, so it's just gonna sit next to the couch like that, in between my frames and the comic book wall. Okay, here we go. That is my whole current collection. It's not the cleanest looking right now. I just tried to throw them all in real quick for the video, but I think that's how I'm gonna leave them for now. Let me know if y'all have any other recommendations for how to store your comics besides the cardboard boxes, because I really don't like that look. I think for now that does look good though. I am going to put up my wall clips now so that I can finish that wall right there. And I think we're gonna have about 2 extra like clips for the comics left over. So I'm debating about either throwing, let me show you real quick. Either throwing some comics right here along the mirror, and just like 2 of them, or along this wall right here along this mirror. I think we are on a really good track. And actually, this is also what I was gonna do. Let me show y'all real quick. Boom, I had an extra clip left over, so I hung up Miles right there. I thought it looked cool. I don't know if I'm gonna continue. It's these little hook ones here. I don't have any more. But maybe I'll get more just so I can kind of go down with the comic book wall. I'm not too sure though, because I also was originally going to extend it. And I gotta decide if I'm gonna extend it more to the left or not. Right now I do think this is a cool idea though. So this might be something I continue doing. And we are done with the last row of the wall. Let me show y'all real quick. I did throw something that's killing the children on here. Low key it'll be higher, but I will rearrange it later. And then I threw on issue number 2 of Batman the Matt Fraction run. Been loving that run lately. And then I take y'all over here where I had more extra clips. So I'm gonna start the idea of having a comic, like, I don't know what you would call this, but like a little comic arch going around the mirror. I think it would look cool, and that way when I take pictures, you know, it'll kind of look cool having all the comics around. I think that would be really cool. Then we got the other Matt Fraction run, issue 3 there, and then One World of Doom, because I just love that series. And this one, I'm probably going to keep, like, specifically for covers that I think are cool. That wall is more for issues that I really like and, you know, just the stories in general. This one is going to be, once I get all the clips for it, is going to be more of just, like, covers that I think are really cool. And then I'm thinking I'm also going to start another comic, like, little area right up here, too. I think that would look really cool. The room's coming together. I think having the posters set up there, obviously there has to be more on the wall. I like this idea. I'm definitely going to continue this. I'm going to go get more clips and, you know, have a whole bunch of little keychains off that. I think that's going to be really sick. The whole room, I think, is coming together. Right now, I really like the direction it's going in. This even has to get cleaned up still, and, like, I have to get little knickknacks and stuff for that don't match the vibe. But I think that's really nice. A lamp in here is going to be essential. So much to do, but we're getting there. Day by day. I'm gonna go thrifting soon. That's probably gonna be a video, is going thrifting soon and trying to find more things to fill this room up and make it just more complete. I'm exhausted though. I feel like the video for this is probably gonna end up being like 20-25 minutes. But for me, this was like a whole morning task, I'm not gonna lie. Especially because this is my first time really trying to decorate a room. Even when I was younger, I didn't really personalize my room that much. So this is my first time really getting to like play around with a room like this. I'm having fun. That is gonna be it for today's video. I appreciate y'all if y'all made it this far as always. Like, subscribe. I am at 63 subscribers, I think, right now. I'm still at the goal to make 100. Before the end of the year, I really want to hit 100. If you're not subscribed, please subscribe. And yeah, I think that is everything. Until next time, peace.
Hey. Duffel bag filled to the T. When I look at what I see, I could truly say that's all me. Pack my things up, make some pit stops. Catch me in the hilltops on the side of the country. Came back from being down 1-3. We the 16 Cavaliers, whole team hungry.
Why is it going sideways? Oh shit. Oh my fucking god, bro.